with the My Sexy Business team. I'm here with my co-host,
Coni Meyers, Kick Butt Leadership.
At the Hope to Hope Conference, grand finale, wrap up, last session of July 2018. I can't even believe it's over. We have our other co-host too, I should point out. Rufus is like our third co-host so that everybody can know what we've been dealing with behind the scenes. Yeah. Here, and away he goes again. But thank you guys so much for being with us during this conference. This conference means like so very much to me. I cannot imagine my life without all of you, without all of my biz besties, without this tribe, without all of you followers, without. I just can't imagine it. So we just wanted to give a quick wrap up and thank everybody. But this morning we started off with a bang this morning.
Oh boy.
With our little soft-spoken Diana Olson, who is absolutely a powerhouse. Quiet.
Yeah, very soft-spoken.
And bam. She is amazing. She is all things money. I think that would be a great way
to put it.
She can help put people back in their right places, and she came from a place of what was on the outside looking in were two business failures 30 years ago. And the third time was the charm because she's been doing this business for 30 years. And wowie, what she does.
Well, and then she's got her nonprofit. It's called Life on the Borders, and they bring in doctors and people to work with people that are in need, and just a very badly needed service that she's bringing, that she and her group are doing. So kudos for that, Diane, and what a great thing you're doing.
Yes, and we love you.
And we love you.
She's in Mexico right now, so we're like jelly because we'd like to be with her.
No kidding.
Then we had Samantha.
Samantha's next.
Samantha McConnell, who I just adore Samantha. Samantha has, she's Thriving with Health is her business page, but she does what's called Health Bites. And she shared her story of actually being anorexic and then bulimic and having to heal up from all of that. And she desires greatly for all of us to be healthy, but she understands real life is fast.
Well, and I really loved how she talked about, just if you're eating healthy and then all of a sudden you don't eat healthy, it's okay. And I love, what did she call it? How she crowded away.
She crowds out the bad stuff by eating good stuff.
Right.
And I think that's brilliant because if you crowd out the bad choices and you eat all the good choices first, and then you still give yourself permission to have the other stuff, you don't want the other stuff like you do if you feel deprived.
Exactly.
So she shared her own story from her family growing up with her mom and dad becoming ill, and like her own struggles, and then on to why she does what she does. So she's amazing. Definitely follow Samantha.
Oh, definitely.
Then we had the famous kitchen coach. If you don't know who the kitchen coach is, you have been hiding under a rock because she is amazing. She's got a podcast called Remodel Your Life podcast. She is doing all kinds of things to transition to serving bigger. She's already serving big. She's already an influencer, but she's like moving over into a higher realm to be able to serve even more people. And you don't want to miss out on getting connected with her while you still can.
Right.
Because Miss Connie even said to her, "Oh, you need to be on HGTV." And I got tickled because I knew her answer. And she said, "No, I want to own the TV station." And she probably will.
Yeah, I messaged her afterwards and I said, well, if Oprah can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, she's amazing. And then we had little Z Nigerian. I'll tell you what, she is a hot mess just like us. And she is so wise beyond her years.
Oh, my.
She has, she's very open and transparent. And I love that. That's a very sexy quality about everyone who was on the Hope to Hope. But she shared about some of the struggles she had when she had to basically go back and face people that had sent her off to do something they told her really not to do to begin with, but she thought that's what she wanted to do. And I'm with her. I think her doing that was a better life lesson than the education she could have got there.
Absolutely.
Like, I think that was amazing.
Yeah. So if you're someone that has tried a lot of things and you think that they're failures, they're not failures. Every one of those things you did, there's a lesson to be learned. And don't be afraid of recognizing that you're not where you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she did. She went back and she found the life. But every one of those things are just kind of little strings on the ladder of where we're supposed to go.
And if you want daily encouragement, she's faithful and consistent with her social media, and you can go and get lifted up by just following her. I love to see her posts come on like my feed, because I know always she's got something to share that's quick but so impactful. So she's amazing.
Yes.
And then we had our little songbird.
Yes.
Christy Bridges is our little songbird that she told a story about her dad, and then she actually shared she sang a little bit of a song she actually wrote for him. He struggled with cocaine addiction, and she described how it felt to her going from, this little girl who thinks her dad's a superhero to finding out he's got some holes in his cape, and watching him, being with him as he passed from the damage it had done to his body. But the things that she learned through that, and the things that he told her to be herself, to stop, what did she say? Flip-flopping or
waffling.
No, I don't know what she said, but you have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Because she was saying that, he told her to be true to who she was. And she shared several things that he shared. And
I think it was wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy. That's the
wishy-washy.
I know it was a W somewhere. Wishy-washy. She needed to be certain of who she was. Hey, Beck. We're just here to talk about you.
Yeah, you're next.
And Beck Mills. Wowie. She is a beautiful, beautiful human being, and such a heart. She has such a heart for mamas. And I know that at least my friend from Sydney says mum. So I'm not sure if she was just like being good to us because she was saying mama, because her kids call her mum, M-U-M. And so I think that she shared some, still emotional, because it actually hasn't been that long for her to have gone through what she did with her youngest son getting ill, and her family, who had just come home from the hospital, hadn't really even had time to acclimate all together, had to be separated because her little baby was sick and had to go into the hospital, and how she had to let go of doing everything herself and allow people to help and get that community around her. So, hey, Mary Jo. Mary Jo is a behind the scenes. I'm going to just tell on all of my girls, all my biz besties. Mary Jo has been working on Hope to Hope behind the scenes. Christy Garcia works on Hope to Hope behind the scenes. Christy Bridges has been faithful throughout all of the Hope to Hopes to work with us and behind the scenes. She was a co-host last time. Miss Coni has been through all of the Hope to Hopes, even when before it was called Hope to Hope. This is our 4th official Hope to Hope conference by that name, but we had one before that I didn't know the name of it yet.
Yeah.
And so we've actually done 5 of these, and so far, I'm going to tell you, I am so blessed by the amount of people that come and support each other through this. There's already been people invited to other podcasts, other interviews, other talk shows, other radio things, and so this conference is 0 selling, 0 recruiting. We do not let anyone do any of that, because it's just to get to know everyone. But the amazing sauce that goes on behind the scenes is everybody's boat rises because the water rises when you do something this impactful.
Absolutely. I think over the last 5 sessions, I mean, what is that? We've had, was the first one 4 days too? I think it was, wasn't it?
All of them have
All been 4 days. So you take 4 or you take 5 times 20. Well, there's the wrap up. So times 24.
There's 28 sessions
Yeah.
on each one.
So but the last one is the wrap up. So we've had 24. So that's 100 approximately. We had a couple people that have been on twice, but 100 people that have been interviewed. And just imagine the impact of all of those people sharing with one another, and the difference that we could all make in one another's lives and other people's lives, and all because somebody pretty special wanted to honor her son.
Now, don't make me cry. I've made it. I made it to the 28th
I
session
know, but I can't help myself. So, to everybody that has joined us, and sometimes I'm in front of the co-host, sometimes I'm behind the scenes. It doesn't matter. This is an event that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure it doesn't even come close to how it is for Kim. So from me to all of you that wanted to help and participate with my friend Kim, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And Kim, thank you for changing the world. Thank you.
Well, Miss Connie is like trying her best to make my mascara run. That's what I think. She's on a mission to like make me look like a raccoon right now, because I am so blessed because I'm telling you, when my son passed away, that was one of the darkest hours in my entire life, and it went on for what seemed like forever. And when I understood how to celebrate his life and honor him by serving, oh my goodness, it changed everything. It changed even my heartache. I miss him. I miss that boy. He is such, oh my goodness, such an amazing little man he was. But I am telling you, I see what God's plan has been, and I look at, how everyone here has come together and is better for something that I thought when my life was over for. And then I look and I think, look at all of you. Look at all of you who have blessed my life so much. So I cannot thank you all enough.
I think, and people that know me I talk about crystalline moments and how there's always a gift or an opportunity. And for anybody that's out there, if you've lost someone, it may not feel like it right now, but there truly is a gift and an opportunity, just like what Kim has done with Hope to Hope. And you too can change how you feel. You can't bring the person back, but you can certainly honor them and help with their memory by doing something like this. So.
And I didn't realize, like, whenever it happened, I had never experienced anything like that. And I didn't realize that one of my fears as a mama would be that he would be forgotten. I had no idea that would be a fear. And it has been so amazing for all of these conferences because he's not forgotten.
Nor will he ever be.
Nor will he ever be. These interviews are obviously going to live on past all of us on the big World Wide Web. But I am just so grateful that each of you has shared your story or shared or given of yourself to do this. Thank you, Cheryl. She said she's so glad for this conference. And Beck, you're trying to make me cry too, I think. I love you, Beck, and thank you so much for being on with us. Thank all of you for being on. Thank you for the speakers who are changing this world. You all are the ones that are, changing the world. And I'm going to tell my one little story, and then we're going to close. But the little boy walking on the beach with the bucket. He's picking up starfish and throwing them back in the ocean. And some older people told him, "Why are you doing that? You can't make a difference in the starfish." And he throws another one back and he says, "I made a difference in that one." I'm telling you, each one of you have starfish in front of you that you can make a difference in their life if you will just pay attention and not listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the people that say you can't change the world, because the ones that change the world are the ones crazy enough to believe they can. I believe in you, and I think you're part of that world-changing plan. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Miss Connie.
You know, I love it. Coni Meyers, Kick Butt Leadership.
I'm Kim White with the My Sexy Business Team, and this wraps up the Hope to Hope Conference, July 2018. Love you guys.